On the phone line with us is John McAllister, Asteroids world champion, and IVGHOF inductee, first year as well.
Absolutely.
This past weekend, he played Joust for about 53 hours and has a new unverified world record, but we're pretty sure he's got it in the bag. We just need some verification. We're on the phone with John. How you doing, John?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, thanks.
Thanks for joining us today on the Twin Galaxies Podcast. Well, basically, I kind of know the answer to this question, but were you tired?
Physically, mentally, not exactly. I was more kind of like dazed and confused.
How long do you sleep after you do these, like 50 plus video gaming marathons? How long do you sleep afterwards?
For the most part, pretty much just normal, except the next couple days, usually I need a couple extra hours. And during the middle of the day, I'll kind of get tired a couple times. But after about 3 or 4 days, I'm back to normal.
Really? So this doesn't screw you up too much? It seems like I would be really screwed up if I attempted something like this.
Yeah, luckily, I don't know. Something in my body makeup just doesn't really affect me too much, except during the actual time that I'm awake.
Any crazy dreams or anything after you do this, like riding on ostriches or anything?
No, my mind, I don't even think has any dreams, both after Asteroids and Joust. I don't think I had any dreams.
Do you do any prep work? Like, is there anything you eat differently or anything beforehand? Is there something that you prepare yourself to do a long marathon on these arcade games?
Food-wise, I don't change my diet up to the event, but during when I'm playing, I pretty much switch it all over to pretty much, healthy foods, non-sugars, and blah, blah, blah. And nice light meals, just eat constantly throughout the whole day. But beforehand, I try to do a little bit more exercise and cardio to build up a little bit of stamina.
We saw John's Asteroids machine at the IVGHOF, but unfortunately we didn't get any on-camera time with you, John. Sorry about that. But we did talk to Joel West. I don't know if you had an opportunity to talk to him at all while you were at the Hall of Fame. But he has a whole different method where he does fasting and actually doesn't even sleep the night before, I think, right? Mm-hmm. And you don't do anything like that. It sounds like you do things more just kind of stick with your normal schedule. Is that true?
Yep. I don't try to put my body in any form of shock. I just try to don't even let it know that it's coming up.
Sounds like a gamer to me.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And we're talking about the 53 hours, but correct me if I'm wrong, when you beat Asteroids, that was 59 hours, correct?
No, I think it was like 57 hours and like 43 minutes or something.
Oh, okay.
My question is this all of a sudden thing to go for a lot of marathon world records, or are you just going one after another? Is there anything in the future you're looking to capture any more world records?
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing Defender, but Defender supposedly it's going to take over 70 hours, and I don't know if you watched the last two marathons, but I'm barely making 55. I start to become a little uncomprehendable after many hours, so I don't know what's up next. I think I might go for a short one, something around the 36 hour range.
I wouldn't blame you. I don't think anyone would blame you after doing that. Plus 70 hours, that's quite a feat. That's longer than my average relationship, I think.
Your friend Chris, did he stay with you the whole time? Unfortunately, I watched a lot of John's Joust play, and I actually watched some of his Asteroids play. But did Chris stay with you the whole time? Your buddy Chris?
Yeah, I was lucky enough. I asked him if I could do it over at his house, and he said yeah. So he was up with me all except I think maybe 7.5 hours of the marathon.
That's pretty awesome. That's a
That
good
is
friend.
awesome, yeah.
That's a very good friend. Now, for those 7 hours, was it tougher without somebody there with you?
No, he was making sure that when he wasn't there, that it wasn't tough times for me, and that was usually 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night until early 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't really meet anybody at that point. I like to zone out. But after that, once I do get zoned out, then I need someone to bring me back in.
I mean, is there like caffeine that do you drink a lot of coffee or a lot of Mountain Dew or anything like that, or do you find that that's or is that I wouldn't know if that's better or worse at that point to be all hyped up like that. Do you do anything like that? I would imagine slamming coffee like crazy.
No, I've never ever drank coffee and haven't drank pop or stuff for probably about 20 years. So yeah, it was the only thing I drank was water mixed with Gatorade.
G4.
Yeah.
So what? Joust is obviously fresh in your mind. That's the new one. What is that in Joust? Is it an ostrich that you're riding on? I always wondered.
Yeah, I think player 1 is an ostrich and player 2 is a what the heck was player 2? I don't know. I was reading Paul Dean's, and it said what it was, but I don't remember. But yeah, it's an ostrich.
Cool. Actually at this point he's the world record holder. If he said it was something else, I think we'd have to just, acknowledge that.
Yeah.
If you said it was a space ostrich or a mutant ostrich or...
I mean, he's played it the longest.
Yeah,
So,
you would know. You would definitely know. Are they going to make any movies about you or anything? Like, do you? I'm kidding, of course, but have you gotten any interviews? Like a lot of some of these other famous gamers have, Steve Wiebe and Philip Day, Adam Jacobowitz, guys like this have had in the past.
No, nothing so far on Joust. Asteroids was a little bit more active. We actually pursued a little bit of TV and some press release, but on the Joust we didn't do anything. So there really hasn't been any interviews except you guys finally.
Well, we're honored to be the be your base interview then.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's an amazing feat, actually. I mean, I don't know how people do these 50-plus hour marathons.
And you know what? And thanks to the internet, I enjoyed actually your conversations with Chris and watching your play. Actually, it was actually a source of entertainment for me this past weekend. I mean, I watched you for probably, I didn't watch you all 53 hours, of course, but I watched you probably 4 to 5 hours, and it was entertaining listening to you and stuff like that. And actually, me and my wife went to an arcade that night by chance, the night you were finishing up, and I've never had the interest in Joust, but after watching you play, me and her played it, and it was actually kind of fun. So I'm kind of like into the game a little bit now, thanks to you, or your attempt at least at the, or your succession of getting the world record. So thank you, John.
You're welcome.
And did you enjoy your time at the International Video Game Hall of Fame?
I did. I had a good time. It was, I think it was a little bit too short, but you just didn't get a chance to meet all the other people and didn't really get a chance to enjoy everything, but yeah, I had a great time.
I believe also John is the first person to donate a arcade game to the International Video Game Hall of Fame, which is the Asteroids machine he did set the world record on. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a couple of shots of me and Josh over here playing on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So. No, part of Walter Day's dream is to build, an arcade around, IVGHOF. And, have some of these classic games there, which would be awesome. So we really appreciate, guys like John who donated so much. And I guess we probably should say, Mike, for the viewers, and John, of course, you can correct us if we're wrong, but, your top records, of course, are the, Asteroids for 41,338,740. That was the 59-hour one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you also have the tournament and the deluxe settings for that one. Impressive scores as well. And your Joust score was 107,301,150. So we want to definitely congratulate you on all those and on being inducted as well.
I do have one more question for you, John. If someone beat, let's say, your Asteroids record recently, would you go back for it, or your Joust record, like shortly after?
Yeah, when I first did Asteroids, I was thinking about that. I said, if somebody does that within, probably about 2 years, I think I would try going back after it. But after doing Joust now, it's like, I don't know if I'd go back after either one. pretty tiring ordeal. But yeah, I don't know. I might go after. I might try to take it back. Depends on who it was.
Very cool.
Yeah, we'd hope you would. You're a great competitor, and we appreciate your time.
Thanks for coming on the show, John. Good luck, and we'll see you in the future for sure on the Twin Galaxies scoreboard.
All right, yeah. Thanks for having me on. I look forward to hearing the podcast.